Imagine living in a time when bizarre and terrifying creatures were believed to roam the world, striking fear into the hearts of people. What if these medieval monsters were more than just myths, but actually based on real encounters and phenomena? What secrets could these ancient texts be hiding? In this video, we'll uncover the origins of these strange beasts, explore the cultural significance they held, and reveal the truths hidden within these fantastical tales. Could the legends of medieval monsters be rooted in reality? Stay tuned to find out. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more mind-bending content. Historical context of medieval bestiaries. Medieval bestiaries, often known as books of beasts, were more than mere collections of animal illustrations and descriptions. They played a crucial role in the education and religious instruction of medieval society. These manuscripts combined natural history with moral and religious lessons, using animals as allegories for human virtues and vices. Medieval Europe was a time of limited scientific knowledge, and bestiaries filled the gaps with imaginative and symbolic interpretations of animals, both real and mythical. These texts drew on earlier works such as the Physiologus, an ancient Greek text that influenced medieval thought. Monks and scribes meticulously copied and illustrated these books, making them valuable artifacts of medieval culture and belief. Bestiaries were not just educational tools, they were also expressions of medieval cosmology and theology. Animals were seen as part of God's creation, each with a purpose and a lesson to teach. The lion, for instance, was often depicted as a symbol of Christ, while the unicorn represented purity and the Virgin Mary. This blend of natural history and spiritual allegory made bestiaries essential reading in monasteries and noble courts alike. Bizarre medieval monsters. Medieval bestiaries are renowned for their vivid depictions of bizarre and mythical creatures. These creatures, often blending elements of real animals with fantastical features, served as both entertainment and moral instruction for readers. Let's delve into some of the most intriguing and bizarre monsters found in these ancient texts. The monstrous races. Medieval bestiaries often included descriptions of monstrous races, beings that were part human and part animal. These creatures were believed to inhabit the far reaches of the known world, symbolizing the unknown and the exotic. For instance, the cynocephali, or dog-headed men, were thought to live in distant lands and were depicted as fierce warriors or wise sages. Their depiction in bestiaries raised questions about humanity and morality, reflecting the medieval fascination with the boundaries of human nature. The unicorn. The unicorn is one of the most iconic and enduring mythical creatures from medieval bestiaries. Often depicted as a horse-like creature with a single spiraled horn, the unicorn was believed to possess magical properties. It symbolized purity and grace, often associated with the Virgin Mary in Christian symbolism. The unicorn could only be tamed by a virgin maiden, a tale that underscored the creature's association with purity and innocence. The manticore. The manticore, another fearsome creature found in bestiaries, had the body of a lion, the head of a man, and the tail of a scorpion or dragon. This beast was said to inhabit the forests of India and Persia, embodying the dangers and mysteries of distant lands. The manticore's monstrous appearance and deadly nature served as a cautionary tale about the perils of the unknown. The basilisk, known as the King of Serpents, the basilisk was a highly feared creature in medieval lore. It was often described as a serpent or a rooster, with the ability to kill with a single glance or breath. The basilisk's deadly powers were symbolic of sin and evil, and its defeat by a weasel or a mirror was a metaphor for overcoming vice with virtue and self-awareness. The kraken. The kraken, a giant sea monster believed to dwell off the coast of Norway and Greenland, was another popular figure in medieval bestiaries. Described as an enormous octopus or squid, the kraken was said to drag ships and sailors to their doom. This creature symbolized the immense and terrifying power of the sea, reflecting medieval Europe's fears and fascination with the ocean's depths. These bizarre creatures were more than just figments of imagination. They were integral to the moral and religious education of medieval society. Each monster carried a symbolic meaning, teaching lessons about virtue, vice, and the natural world. Symbolism and allegory in bestiaries. Medieval bestiaries were rich with symbolism and allegory, using the fantastical creatures they described to impart moral and religious lessons. These texts were not just collections of strange animals, they were teaching tools that used the natural and supernatural world to explore deeper truths about human nature and the divine. Each creature in a bestiary often came with an explanation of its symbolic meaning, which was intended to teach readers about virtue and vice. For example, the basilisk, with its deadly gaze, symbolized the destructive power of sin. Its ability to be killed by a weasel, or by seeing its own reflection in a mirror, represented the idea that sin could be overcome by vigilance and self-awareness. Bestiaries often portrayed the natural world as a reflection of the divine order. Animals and their behaviors were seen as direct manifestations of God's will. For example, the industriousness of the bee was used to illustrate the virtues of hard work and community, while the lion's protective nature over its cubs was a symbol of Christ's resurrection and protection over humanity. Many of the creatures described in bestiaries, such as the manticore or the kraken, were thought to live in distant, unexplored lands. These exotic animals symbolized the unknown and the mysterious aspects of God's creation. Their inclusion in bestiaries helped to cultivate a sense of wonder and curiosity about the natural world, while also emphasizing the omnipotence and omnipresence of God. Medieval bestiaries were more than just collections of fantastical animals. They were deeply symbolic texts that used the natural and supernatural world to explore moral and religious truths. The creatures they described served as metaphors for human virtues and vices, and their stories helped to educate and inspire medieval society. If you enjoyed this exploration into the symbolism and allegory of medieval bestiaries, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more intriguing content. Share your thoughts and theories in the comments below. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and stay curious.